What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
It's monthly review time.
Let's go.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and before we get on with my June, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of my patrons and channel members, and of course massive thank you to everyone who's followed along, subscribed to the channel. We have now hit 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. What we're probably going to do is maybe do a 1,000 subscriber special. We'll do a live Q&A, a bit like how we did before, try and get everyone involved, just chuck some questions out there, both for me and Becky, for you guys. And yeah, Becky won't be able to drink this time, so it won't be as fun for you, but I'm sure we'll still have a laugh. Thank you also to Ryan, who got me over the line, by the way, and to his pals. I know it was Ben and Pav who were fighting over who was going to be number 1,000, and I think Ben got it, so thank you, Ben, if you're watching, dude. Yeah, unbelievable, guys. Thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. So with the important stuff, so we'll get on with some stats then. 739 trophy level, 20,644 total trophies. We're on 537 platinums now. I love how I read this out every month and you're just like, just no life. No life.
You're about to be a father.
Well, that's why I'm getting all the games in now while I can. 3,490 gold, 4,731 silver, and 11,886 bronze. 603 games played, 511 completed to 100%. The completion rate has gone down a little bit to 95.89%. That's because I still haven't done the Mafia or Metro DLCs because of the ladder challenge, and then because of Wolf 2's DLCs, and then I've just started Rise of the Ronin. That has taken a little bit of a fall, but we'll get that back to where it was. Same with the unearned. There's probably, I think I got it to like 860 odd, so there's sort of 110 there that wouldn't normally be there. So I'm sure I'll chip away at that as time goes by.
Wouldn't normally be there, but they are there because you're starting a new game, so they would be there. Because you're starting a new game. That doesn't make any sense. You're just making up excuses.
It made perfect sense to me.
Excuses.
It made perfect sense to me. No, what I mean is, if it wasn't for the ladder challenge, I would have just done the DLCs for Metro and then moved on and done the...
Wouldn't know, would you?
Anyway, enough explain. You guys get me. 5.29 trophies per day. And then we've got some views, some world and country rank. So country rank for the first time in a while, I think. Can't remember last month now. I think it's the first time in a while it's been in the green though, just because of how much I've been hammering it with
I told you why. You can't even remember a month ago.
I think it might have been green last month because of what I'm about to say, which was we were hammering the ladder challenge so much that yeah, we're kind of moving forward. I don't want to go on to 700. It's already fallen like crazy because of the no grub rule. But yeah, it's green. That's all that matters. It's green. Where were we then? I think we did have a quick look, didn't we? Yeah, it was F125. So first platinum of June was the latest F1 game. Just more of the same. You know, it looks a little bit better, a bit more crisp, a bit more smooth. Yeah, plays really nicely. But one thing which was great is it was actually one of the easiest.
Spaghetti hose.
That would help if we...
Technical fault. If
we put charges in. Do you know what? I do this every single time. I've done this on a few videos now. I'm just talking away and then it's like, you have not charged your computer.
Save me.
But yeah, F125, it was actually one of the easiest ones.
This one you didn't have to do the wait so long to move up in the stages and
yeah. So
all that jazz.
As you can see here, guys, 3 out of 10, 40 hours, which compared to some of the previous installments is a piece of cake. I mean, you don't have F123s. You don't have the elite trophy from F123, so there isn't any crazy online grind. You didn't have the, like what Becky's just mentioned there, last year you had to select something, but it was done over a few months. You had to wait for seasons to end and things like that, and it was just really annoying. Whereas with this, you could get the platinum day one. If you were to put the time in, you could get it pretty quick, and that's what we did. Love my F1, and it was the game.
You didn't do it in a day though, did you? What do you mean?
I didn't do it in a day. It took me a week and 3 days.
You literally just said you could do it in a day, and that's what we did. It's literally the words. We'll replay this for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to replay this back to you.
So
who's meant to have baby brain here?
I'm not braining very well at the moment. I'm tired. But yeah, we. I mean, you've got people like Seg that got it at. I can't remember its release time. I think it was 4 p.m. in the afternoon or something. And then he just stayed on it and did a full stream and got the platinum. I had to spread that out a little bit because I was doing the. I mean, obviously, I've got a job to go to and things as well. But yeah,
never at work.
A couple of days a week.
Just never go anywhere. Sit here all day.
Yeah. But I was playing Metro and things in between, so it was just to have a little break. I was halfway through the ladder challenge. It was nice to just play something else. And then back to the ladder challenge for the 5 out of 10 Metro Exodus. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fantastic game. I like what they did with it, as in they had some fairly open areas throughout the game. But at the same time, I think Metro was better when it was, it was linear, it was dark, it was claustrophobic, and it felt a little bit more intense. I wouldn't say there were scary games, but you felt a little bit more on edge with the older ones.
So you liked that it was linear?
I liked what they did with it. It was nice, but I think I do prefer when it was a bit more linear in nature, and it wasn't as scary when you're driving around in the desert in the daytime in your little VW camper van.
So you wanted it to be scary. It wasn't scary enough for you.
I don't think it was scary enough.
Okay.
I don't think it was as intense as it could have been. But
we can sort that out. I will make something scary.
But it was a good game. Really happy I did it, and I will do the DLC. I didn't want to go in and waste however many hours it was going to take me to complete when I could have been moving on. And for obvious reasons, you've seen the other games I've done since. I'm glad I moved on when I did. For the 6 out of 10, we also we did Mafia 2. Probably not a 6 out of 10. I think everybody knows that. There was certainly a couple of sections that were quite tricky when you were playing it on the hardest difficulty, but nothing too crazy. It was probably.
So what would you say it should have been?
Maybe 4, I think.
So surely you're not allowed to use that for your ladder challenge if you didn't feel like 6?
That's what they've said it was. Really enjoyed it. There was probably just too many collectibles for the type of game it was. I mean, there was 200 and something wanted posters, I think. I can't remember now, but I was following a guide for forever. It felt like just.
You love guides though.
Yeah, I don't mind generally because you're getting to explore parts of the city or the world or where, depending on the game, that you don't always get to see. So that part's good, and I suppose I love the old music as well, so it was quite nice just driving around listening to some old bangers, Moving on to the 7 out of 10 was Transformers Devastation. This was actually really fun. I love Transformers anyway, so I knew I'd enjoy it, but I actually didn't think that did you nearly fall there? Just stop swinging in your chair, darling. I didn't actually think the gameplay was going to be as fun as it was. I'd watched little bits beforehand and it looked quite cool, and I really like the art style, being that it was kind of like the old cartoon, but I honestly didn't think it was going to be as fun as it was, and it's honestly not so bad. I looked at the rarity and I was thinking, is this 7 genuine? Is it actually harder? And whoever's written the guide is just maybe a bit of a goat, but no, it was fine, lots of fun. And then the last game for the month of June was Bound, and kind of surprised myself a little bit with this one. It only took me 2 days, 20 hours. I thought I was going to be on it for 2 centuries, rather than 2 days. It was all right, like it was a bit trippy. It's a bit weird. I can kind of get an idea of what the story was about, but
you played it, you should know what the story was about.
It doesn't really tell you anything. There's no talking. There's just kind of glimpses into this lady's past. I think she's had a bit of a bad or poor past with her father. Got some daddy issues. I think that's what's kind of going on, and a lot of it I think is left up to interpretation as to maybe what happened and that kind of thing. But then the game is played through, I don't even know what they are, the memories or something trippy. It's like Doctor Strange on acid in Inception. It was just like, it was mental. Anyway, anyone who doesn't know this game, it's just a platformer, but it's batshit crazy, and it's not overly difficult. there's 2 trophies that cause me a little bit of an issue. One of which is collecting all memory shards whilst completing the game in less than an hour and 5 minutes. It's not difficult, but the shards are so small, and it's so easy to just, because you're having to speed run it, it's so easy to just run past and leave one. So what I had to do was, I had a guide running next to me, and the good thing with this game is it actually does tell you the shard counter percentage for that level in the corner. So what I would do is I would watch like 10-20 seconds of a guide. I would look at
guide. Sorry, that was a weird word you've just said that
guide.
There. Guide. Where are you from?
From Stockton, mate.
Make it sound like it. Guide.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Is this what's going to happen this episode? You're just going to poke fun at...
I missed how many episodes? Just one.
Yeah.
Have I only missed one? It feels like I've missed loads.
Yeah, I actually forgot to mention at the beginning that, you know, Rebecca's going to be present for the whole episode.
Why are you phone naming me for?
So Dave will be pleased.
Hi.
Blue eyes. Yeah, so you're going to be present for the full episode. This is probably more excuses coming out again, but one of the reasons it hasn't been done as quickly this month, when I did say that we would, is you actually said, didn't you, if I was able to hang on a little bit until
the 6 weeks holidays,
the 6 weeks holidays, you would get involved. So I thought, yeah, why not? We got a few trophy list reviews out in that time instead. But yeah, Bound, I watched a little bit, checked what his percentage after a certain section might have been 19.67% of the shards in that level. So I did that same section, paused it and checked where I was to make sure I didn't miss one and leave it behind, and that's how you've got to do it. Otherwise you will get to the end, have missed something and you've screwed the run. And then the other one is just doing the whole game without falling, without the edge guard. So the edge guard basically it's kind of like an invisible barrier, so you could try and force yourself off the side and it won't let you. Yeah, so you've got to have that turned off and you will just drop off. Really frustrating, because although it's not overly hard, I think because you've been so cautious with it, it almost forces mistakes even more. But it was super fun. It added another sub 1% platinum, and that at the time, I can't talk about the next game, but at the time it then filled my cabinet with all sub 1% plats, which was a separate goal. So at that point I was super happy, really happy to have got that one finished. And we shall talk about the rest of the ladder challenge for July's review. But yeah, very happy with the games that I've done, and sort of put a big dent in the average rarity as well, which is another goal, you know. So yeah, very, very, very happy indeed with the progress. So that was my June anyway, guys. Hopefully you like it that I've done some hard games for once. Yeah, your boy can do hard games. You know, it's something I've still got in the locker, I think. But yeah, that was my June, guys. Let's move over to Becky's list.
Welcome to my page. We won't be here long. You can already see what I've done in June.
See, usually we say this and then we're like quite surprised at what
being
you've played.
deadly serious. We don't even need to scroll. So we're at level 322, 2,272 trophies, 50 platinums, 330 golds, 488 silvers, 1,404 bronzes, 83 games played, 48 completed, 74.57% completion, 820 on hand. That's nearly the same as you.
No, mine's gone up now, so you're fine for the moment.
2.27 trophies per day, some views, and I'm green at the minute because of all the trophies I've just been getting. Yeah. Don't scroll, there's literally no point. Do not need to touch the mouse. Memory. So, 2 Point Museum. Jeffrey bought me this for my birthday. Good. So I was cracking on. It's a really lovely game. It's a lovely game. Fun game. Yeah, I really enjoy it. Yeah. Honestly, holding a conversation at the minute is really difficult, so this is fun. Brain doesn't work like it used to before.
When your brain doesn't work like it used to before.
Anyhow, so 2 Point Museum, really enjoying it. But then, so I wasn't allowed to start a new game, says Jeffrey. Then he buys me a new game. And he's like, you're going to start your new game? He told me I wasn't allowed to start a new game. It's okay. And then has a go at me for not going back to Horizon. So then I start playing my new game to go back to Horizon because he was telling me off. But here's the reason I started my new game. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Who knows?
It's a good game though. I do love these 2-point games. I was absolutely smashing the campus one. Just working my way through that one, and then I decided try some 2-point museum, and definitely think I like the museum.
Yeah.
I do think I like the museum the best, to be honest.
I need to try one of them.
I think museum, then campus, then hospital. Hospital's just like, it's a grindy little bugger. Grindy. It's hardest. It's definitely the hardest one out of the 3 I found. Yeah, definitely.
I didn't realise, just looking at, sorry to jump in, 2-point museum, 100 hours according to the guide.
Well, I thought I'd got a lot more trophies than that.
It surprises me then that it's a 20% rarity, because although it's 2 out of 10, I think just purely because it's so long that people might not have got it over the line.
Yeah.
But
and then I have done a lot of Horizon
in June.
Yeah. Forbidden West in June, and then that's what I'm nearly this close. I just hate the trophies I've got left.
There's only a couple left, but yeah, most of this was played in June, so you've got something to talk about. What did you think of the game? Tell Josh how good it actually is and how little he knows about video games.
If you play it properly, if you play it as you should, where you've got your wheel with all of the different types of so you've got some good hunter bows in there, you've got your sharpshooter, why am I getting it wrong? I know what I mean. You get your you've got all the different like weapons. Hey, sorry, that was me trying to think. Well, if you have the right amount of weapons in your wheel with the right elemental arrows and whatever, and you move through all of that well while combining it with close combat, and really think about the machines that you're fighting against, and really have to take, and if you do it properly and take into account, I will be best using acid on this one, I'll be best using my lightning on this one, and you do it properly, the tactics that you have to put into it make it really good.
Well, the combat's really good, and I think you see it even more so when you play it on ultra hard. You're really forced to get everything out of the combat. But where I think, and I know this from listening to you, and I think I have touched on this before, I think where the game does go wrong, not that this makes the game bad, it just gives you an option to skim over a lot of the story. I think the reason that a lot of people don't really understand the story and then feel like it's just set up for the 3rd game is there is so much dialogue that you can actually choose to ignore. Whether it be optional conversations with Val and Erend and those when you're in the base, or whether it be when you go and see Gaia. And let's face it, there are a lot of
that I have been skipping some of them at some point because I'm like, oh really? But generally I listen to them all. There's
so much to listen to, and I can kind of get why people would just be like, right, I'm going to pick the option which just lets me move on. But actually listening to everything, it's such an amazing thing, and it was great just listening to it whilst I've been doing my own thing.
No, I have really enjoyed it, and like I said, if you do it properly, then that's what makes it a good game. If you're going to be a little shithouse and skip all the stuff and not do combat properly and just try to bash your way through it all, of course it's not going to be good, so just get good, be a better gamer. If I can do it and enjoy it, something wrong with you, because I'm not a very good gamer.
No, it's lots of fun. I really, can't wait for them to announce a 3rd and what the title's going to be and how it's all going to unfold. And
I like that you can you get to mount a flying one, so you can fly over the top of it all and see it all that way and stuff. And I think they've definitely added to it well. I know we've talked about it and you prefer the first still for multiple reasons, but I think what they've added on to it,
the story in the first one is a little bit better. I would go with Zero Dawn being a little bit better with that, but in terms of actual gameplay, and I've said it loads, but the breather, the glider, being able to control a sunwing, just all of these things just adds for so much more. The combat, so many more weapons. You've got all your energy surge things now where you can add shields on a more critical hits. I think there's a lot more to it. I think Forbidden West map generally is so much more beautiful. Some of the locations, some recognisable and familiar places from real life. It's just a better package all round, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, both amazing. Can't wait for a trilogy. And
that's it. It's been done.
just those. But yeah, I think, not to go on about it too much more, we won't go into the games. We'll move on with the Platinum Collection. But I think you've got like 3 trophies or something, haven't you? So hopefully there'll be a Platinum coming, because it's actually been some time. I will just drop it down a bit. I mean, even set Gotham Knights up for you, and you haven't got it over
the line. Because it's rubbish.
Your last trophy,
it's rubbish,
darling, was Deliver Us Mars on the 15th of April, over 3 months ago. We're going to have to fix that. I'm
pregnant. I'm tired. I'm growing a human.
That falls under pregnant. You said that one twice. Now, to be fair though, the whole school thing and the sats.
Don't start me.
Yeah, don't get a pregnant lady angry. But the whole school thing with the sats and stuff's been mental, hasn't it, and whatnot. So no, that's understandable. Yeah. But yeah, that's
done.
That's it. Just those 2.
I know.
But yeah,
Excuse me. I'm not entirely sure what was about to come out your mouth.
Who's the one without a brain? Is it you or me or both of us? But yeah, we shall move over to the monthly Platinum Collection.
Well, here we are, the part you've all been waiting for. The monthly Platinum Collection. I forgot what it was called. It's literally right there. I didn't think to read it. Hope you've all missed me.
Oh dear.
Anyway, so to kick us off, we've got Sapphic Mystery. Excited to see all of your great plats and 100%. Definitely was going to say pals. So, Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. Decent game, nothing extraordinary, but also not terrible. Pretty simple completion. And then Platinum and 100% on Moonlighter. Really good roguelite game. Also the first game on my list that I couldn't plat on the hardest difficulty. Did one playthrough on it and realised that I had 0 chance of getting the speedrun on very hard, so I did a speedrun on normal with the remaining 3 perfect bosses.
Nice. Oh. Yeah, well, I'm just looking on here because that's the end for Sapphic Mystery, so Blood. Must have been some Wolf 2 DLC, I'm assuming, otherwise you'd have definitely been mentioning that one. Yeah, nice. Moonlight is ultra rare as well. Yeah, very, very nice. We've got Amy up next.
What was that?
Amy, the Manchester accent.
Why?
Why not? Stop judging me, man.
We listen and we don't judge.
Just one platinum for me for June, but it was a good one. It was Spider-Man 2. Wow, what a game. Definitely my favourite out of the trilogy. The story was amazing and it was just a joy to play. I'm not doing the New Game Plus for a while though. Now that I finished the first year of my part-time MA, which I passed with flying colours.
Nice, congrats.
I now have some time to get stuck into some games, which I'm looking forward to. Very nice. Horizon when, Amy? Horizon when? That's what I say. I've been doing some of the Disney villains. Cursed Cafe.
Did you have to think about the name of it, even though it was right there, like I've just done?
A little bit, I think. Must be the brain not braining again. Don't know what's going on. We're too tired for this. We have a nap after this. Your turn.
Okay, right, Exotic Deadshot.
Yeah, it's Ryan.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not the normal name.
Yeah, he's changed it because he's got a Deadshot. Is it the Lego Deadshot in the picture?
Do you know what? I thought it was like, you know, the Muppet puppets.
The Muppet puppets.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from here.
Okay.
So, hey guys, we're looking forward to see what you've all been up to this month in more detail. Firstly, I'll say massive congratulations to Rye, Alex, for absolutely demolishing the ladder challenge. Some very impressive games on the list and done it in an unbelievable time frame. Smashed it. Hopefully we can all get there eventually. On to what I've been up to. Back to normality with my usual 3 platinums. So we've got Sonic Frontiers, my 2 out of 10 for the ladder challenge. I had a great time with this game. It's always a pleasure being Sonic. I didn't really feel like there was much story to it, as it all seemed quite random. All the bosses were a million times the size of Sonic 2.
A million times the size of Sonic?
Must be a really big TV. Sonic is this big. All the bosses are...
Do you see what I have to put up with, Ryan, honestly? You can tell her off next month.
I'm funny, I'm sorry. Funny looking. Anyway, would have been nice to have some normal sized enemies. However, all in all, an enjoyable game and worth playing. Then we've got RoboCop, my 3 out of 10 for the ladder, the complete opposite to Sonic, very slow pace, would recommend it to anyone who hasn't played it to give it a go. This is when you played.
Yeah.
It's only about 10 hours to platinum, and that's if you take your time and have a good look around too. Good game all in all.
I would agree.
And then Infamous First Light. Absolutely love the Infamous games and would love for them to make a new one with today's graphics. My 4 out of 10 for the ladder. It's a lot shorter than the other sequels, which is the only downfall to this game really. Collectibles are very fair, good little story, nice powers, and challenge mode was a good addition.
Very nice indeed. Ryan, we've got some more there.
The rest of the month was just grinding collectibles for Lego DLC.
Lego DLC.
DC supervillains. We'll have this one done for next month. Just having a little break from the ladder challenge. Been playing with Stick Drift for the last couple of months, which has been massively frustrating on some games. You would hate that. Then I did the prologue to Aliens Dark Descent, which is my 5 out of 10 for the ladder, and I quickly realised that I need a new pad before continuing with that. With it being a click and move game and relying heavily on stealth, can't be doing with the cursor shooting off to the side. On a positive, I've ordered a new one and it comes Thursday, so the challenge will go on. Great month everyone again, I can't wait to watch the review.
Very nice, Ryan, love to see it. Oh, here he is. Hola, Geoff, and hello to Blue Eyes. Hello, Blue Eyes. Even if she's not here.
I'm here.
Oh baby, spicy month incoming. This is your one and only warning to just keep scrolling. Oh god, what's coming here? I popped my final trophy for Black Ops 6 campaign, so all that's left is the zombies. I might look for a carry, it's not high on the agenda. So 218 was for Paw Patrol the movie, Adventure City Calls. On the double, whenever there's a problem.
Nieces and nephews.
Nice and short with one buggy trophy, but managed to get it done. I wouldn't recommend this. I'm just working or reducing my average rarity. Working on. Nice. Spirit of the North. I remembered this was one of your games you did on your challenge to 500. I put it on the console and never looked at it until now. It was okay. I wouldn't have been able to get it done without a video guide. Now the one you've all been waiting for. Let's go on. No. Right. So what was for 221? Oh, there isn't one. We'll just move on to Black Phantom. Dave, man. We'll read it because it's you and I love you, but
a comparison from Amy's.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Because everyone likes Spider-Man 2 except Dave, so there's... I wonder who's right and who's wrong in this. Right, I'll read this as much as it's going to hurt. Right, what a boring, repetitive mess of a game. Insomniac, a developer who I hold in high regard, are milking this for all it's worth. What you're faced with is a generic story you've all heard before, and Spider-Man must save the day. In New York for a third time, with the only addition being Brooklyn. Same generic moveset, same generic story, DLC forcing you to play again for 100%. £70 price tag, which should have been £50 at most, and that's a stretch. The price point being one of my biggest problems, just didn't enjoy it. It's saving grace, I finished it, just. The things we do for platinums with a 60% plus rarity. Some of the comments I've read on our Discord, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. My reply, if you shovel shit out, it becomes a shovelware. And a 66% growth, slightly better than Last of Us, but not by much, mid-game for mid-players.
Amy, so Dave's just called us all mid-players and you've just said how good that is. I'm just putting it out there. Tell him off, Amy.
That, now...
It's not the same story technically because, there's a whole brand new character that's in it.
Of course there is. I mean, let me preface this by saying I'm not going to be able to defend it in the way that I normally would, because I'm going to end up giving details away, and I don't want to do that. People should go in completely fresh. But this is crazy, Dave. This is crazy behaviour. What's going on? I mean, Spider-Man, let's face it, I know you could use another city, but it has to be New York, otherwise what he's swinging off.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for Spider-Man, because if you put him somewhere else, then there's a huge flaw in the game, because where are the webs going for him to be able to move around? It's going to then just be, it has to be a city, and then if they move him, I don't know, if they did it in Chicago, let's say, just something random, it's still just another city, so you're still going to have that same argument. It has to be New York. If you think about Spider-Man, you think of New York. I mean, I thought it was great. It introduced new characters, new villains, amazing music.
I mean,
you were able to switch.
Need I say more?
You were able to switch on the fly between Miles and Peter, which I thought was really well done. The way that it happened. Some of the moves that they added into this were really good.
So it wasn't the same moveset.
You know, how you could freely get around the city with the, you know, kind of the wind.
Yes.
You know, in between buildings you had like your, what's the correct, not a wind tunnel, but it was like a passage of sorts, wasn't it? Oh man, honestly, this is one of the worst. This is up there with, like, this is Ninja and Rushy territory. This is something, man. Oh, hang on, I need a rest. You broke me. It's a phenomenal game. Dave doesn't know what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on.
If I'm allowed to post again. If I'm allowed to post again.
Your entries are getting deleted from now on. Now, the only reason they're not is because you like Final Fantasy, so he just about
claws it back.
It's still allowed in the server because of that. No, only messing, Dave. You're a good man. You're a good man indeed.
And then we move on to Black Phantom. First month of the summer is finally over, and what better time to stay in with your best friend with the AC and grind some games out. AC is in my head. Was a game and not air conditioning.
It's that hot at the
it
minute.
Was Assassin's
you see it.
Creed. No. That's why I was like, I have to think about this one. You want Assassin's Creed and then grind some games, but you're playing Assassin's. Is it? Aircon. That's what we need.
We do.
Sorry.
The country's
Everyone's going to wish I wasn't in this now.
They're going to be like, why is she back?
Making this really difficult. Right, so this was a pretty busy month for me since I rarely finished that many games in a month. All of them were large progress, and I'm satisfied with the progress I made. In Sound Mind, 3 out of 10. First person psychological horror shooter, kind of weird story but gets you hooked easily. The atmosphere is good, the soundtrack is better, and the gameplay pretty solid for an indie game. You need a collectible guide for the plot, but you can enjoy the story at your own pace since there's a chapter select to pick up everything you missed. Then we've got Metal Gear 1 and 2, 4 out of 10. Big fan of the franchise since Metal Gear Solid 1. Yeah, I knew that. But never had the opportunity to visit these two games before. The story in these two games filled some lore gaps existing in my mind. And it's really crazy to think that even playing the later games first, visiting these two was like putting puzzle pieces together and thinking, so that's why you see him do this, like 2 or 3 games later. Kojima is a genius when it comes to lore telling. I doubt there's anyone who comes near him or ever will. I love the soundtrack of both games and still blast them on my playlists.
Very nice.
And we've got Metal Gear Solid for the 5 out of 10. Wouldn't be Black Phantom ladder list if I didn't have a second entry of Metal Gear in there. My favourite entry of the entire franchise, the game where I completed it more than 40 to 50 times throughout the years, still holds a special place in my heart. The plot in itself wasn't that bad, honestly, apart from the VR missions where there were about 5 to 10 levels that were a bit hard, but all of them were manageable. The game brought back so many memories. The incoming codec call sound is my phone sound notification.
Nice.
Then Titanfall 2, 6 out of 10. Never was a mecha fan, but this game is an exception. I've always heard good things about this game, so I said, why not? The soldier gameplay wasn't either boring or simply too exciting. Basic FPS gameplay. The Titan gameplay, though, was the peak part of the game, with more than 6 mods on your Titan, and each one having a different set of moves and weapons and skills to use based on your type of game style. Great story too. The only bad part was that damn speedrun training course. which took me about 13 hours of straight practice with no breaks in between just to nail down all the correct patterns. Overall, a nice challenge.
13 hours.
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
That's crazy.
Then Demon Souls remakes for the 7 out of 10. Like I recently said in my post your platinum entry, Blue Point took something already amazing and elevated it far above that. Plot achieved in exactly 60 hours, give or take a few seconds. The PS5 Pro enhancements made it even better. Played the first few hours of it on my base PS5, and when I upgraded to the Pro, I was stunned by the even bigger improvements. I loved every second of the game, excluding a certain awful area, specifically a certain valley of defilement. Cough, cough. See, I don't get it, so...
Yeah, you haven't played it, have you? So...
With that, I'll close my entry by saying this was an amazing month from everyone, and I hope you will keep smashing more plats in the next one. Keep on keeping on.
Absolutely smashed it, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, really, really good month. Love that. Oh, nice, easy one. James! Another month goes by and another platinum earned. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. After 144 hours, the platinum is finally mine. Great story. Loved it. Might do the New Game Plus trophies in the future. Very, very nice, James. Big commitment, that one. I'll certainly go through abs as well. So a full month for me, while also fitting in many Pride events. Atomfall, unfair to be compared to Fallout, very British and beautiful, but becomes a slog when you have to replay it multiple times for various endings. I also had a lot of bugs to this added to my playtime. Thankfully the DLC came out as I was playing, so got the 100%. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, very similar to Life is Strange, but probably a more enjoyable story in my opinion. I'm still thinking about the ending and hoping for some DLC or another game to continue the character stories. Loved the 90s nostalgia vibes. Awesome. I still need to play it. You still need to finish it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Might be something we could do whilst you're off. Crime Scene Cleaner. I absolutely love this game. Think Power Wash Simulator, but cleaning crime scenes for the mob. We'll do any DLC they offer in the future. That sounds pretty cool. Well, I'll put it on the list. And then we've got FBC Firebreak, the new one. As someone who loves Control, I was excited for this one. It is fun, but at the moment doesn't have enough content to keep playing beyond the Platinum. I played with 2 friends and we enjoyed it. We struggled a bit with getting the Extreme No Downs trophy, but just kept at it while grinding levels and upgrades. I'd say this game isn't bad and reviews are fair. It definitely needs more content. And then we are finishing things off with TCM. So yeah, I say that like everyone's watching. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for anyone who's just listening. Didn't know it could auto pop, so when I found out, I went for it. It was a partial pop, and I went in and cleaned it up with some friends. Still a good game to play with friends. Happy hunting all. Stay safe in this UK European heatwave. And yeah, absolutely smashing. Yeah, this is something we've been talking about, and then I'm seeing TikToks where Americans are kind of laughing because they're aware of the temperature here compared to there. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been to Florida. I'm very well aware that it's hotter outside.
We've been to Florida.
And we're very aware that it's definitely hotter outside. You know, we're not stupid.
100%, like literally like the sweat pools.
The problem that we have in the UK, which is where a lot of us are complaining, is we don't have air conditioning everywhere because it's not hot enough all of the time to justify having it. Then our homes are generally insulated a lot better than American homes.
Designed to keep heating.
They're designed to keep the heating because it's generally a cold country. So when you've got 30 degrees here and you've got home which generally stays really warm, and you've got no aircon, it's just absolutely unbearable. You know, especially
like we're third floor, so we're getting the bars, and then the flats below us, we're getting all their heat because heat rises.
Yeah, so it's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, obviously Florida's far hotter than it ever gets here in the UK. But
we're not complaining for no reason.
We literally can't breathe in our own homes, and you can't sleep because it's like 28 degrees in your bedroom and stuff. And
we have a cat that'll get out the window if we open them too far.
Yeah, that's a good point. We're on a second floor flat and we can't really open windows.
Technically, it's like third.
Yeah.
It's really.
So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, but yeah, hopefully guys, you're all staying safe in the heat.
Oh, it's me.
Over to you. Well, yeah, very nice month, Abs. Well done, indeed.
So, Post Office Buddy. Another month of mostly backlog cleanup has been Heroes. Has been Heroes is going to be a very long team project. No guide, but from the looks of things, it's a minimum of 200 hours, and I'm probably lowballing that. Regardless, it's still a fun roguelike. Kumaju? Densetsu?
Yeah, I've got with that. Sounds
I tried.
Seems close.
It's a perfect balance of fun platforming action and bullet hell. Short, but also satisfying. Shantae DLC cleanup was definitely not worth it. I enjoyed the base game, but the DLC as a firm do not recommend. Firewatch was an interesting story, although the ending was a bit of a depressing letdown. Alien Isolation was so damn crazy that when I first played it back in 2015, I quit because it was too stressful. Glad I finally worked up the nerve to come back to it, because despite how nerve-wracking it is, it's still a stealth horror masterpiece. Can hardly wait for the sequel. The Still Wakes the Deep DLC was good, but a bit short for the asking price. Would recommend if it's on sale for $5 or less. I honestly don't recall why I abandoned Ethan Carter all those years ago. The game is very short, you can finish it under 3 hours. Another small indie game with a depressing as hell ending. You abandoned it because it sucks.
It was alright.
Absolutely crap.
It was okay.
No. Nice. Very nice.
Very nice indeed. Oh no, Joshua, what have you done?
Excuse me.
I'm not saying that. Oh, Joshua, why?
What? I don't understand.
Look at all the dynamite in the picture. Oh my god.
I read it as Donor Daddy as well, and I was just like, you ain't donating anything, love. not with that picture.
All right, let's get through this. Another month down, more trophies. You get it by now. At least I hope you do. You've made lots of these. Anywho, trophies, because we have a chunky 8 platinums this month. So we've got Modern Warfare Remastered.
He has actually wrote Warfare though.
The arduous task of cleanup begins, and we start right at the fat bottom of my list. All I had left was some miscellaneous trophies and the veteran playthrough, which we did totally legit. Definitely no cheese methods involved at all.
Well, we know it's you.
Fun game though, and that ship course was actually quite fun. We've got Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered and Breathe. Another cleanup. What are we on this month? Pretty much same spiel, miscellaneous trophies and veteran, which to be clear, we definitely did not cheese at all. Also, screw that Immortal trophy and screw whatever that dude's name was that needs you to defend Burger Town with your ass while blindfolded. Oh dear. Concept Destruction. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This game is not half bad. It's like a more kid-friendly Twisted Metal. Just a shame it's at 92% rarity. Yeah, I agree. Do you remember like Destruction Derby and stuff like that? Oh, you're not as old as me to remember. It's basically like that, but the cars are made of like cardboard instead of actual cars. You smashing them into each other, and yeah, it's alright, you know. It's pretty good. But again, it's so short. The rarities. Really high. So we've got Grid Legends. I'm surprised I hadn't checked this one out yet. It's been sitting in my library since it became a monthly essential game back in, checks notes, May 23. Damn, that's one dusty game. Anyway, fun racing game, and you get the now former Time Lord Nukdi Gatwa on your team for career mode, which is always a fun bonus. Now, as it seems to be a new tradition, gather round for the now fabled tale of how I popped 3 of my easiest cleanups in one evening. Clear throat.
Whoa. There is only one person that does story time. What is this about? What? I've only been gone 1 month. What is this? There's only one story. The Story King, there is only one. What is happening?
Well, so we've got someone else. So
the world makes no sense anymore. It's only been 1 month.
So the sun shone down on the horrendously dirt kingdom of Dudley, forcing everyone outside. Even the local smackheads were interested in the blazing ball, but not little platinum nerd, no, for he was on a quest to platinum the forthcoming unobtainable NBA 2K24. Do you know what, just before I carry on, I love how I've said to people, can we just start shortening these a little bit, because they're getting rather long, and they seem like they're getting longer. However, the Blazing Ball decided to test our plucky hero and overheat his PlayStation. Forced to play small GB Games, he landed on an old enemy, Flappy Goat. So he tried it and tried it again and again and again, getting ever more angry, even uttering a fabled curse. If I do Flappy Goat, I'll do 36 fragments next. A curse so painful, even the hardest of knights shuddered, but eventually 10 pipes were passed and Flappy Goat was his, and so was the Goat Simulator Platinum for 111. To best his word, he attempted the curse of 36 fragments of midnight, a curse he had been haunted by more than anything. He tried the speedrun and again, and suddenly it popped. 112 was 36 fragments, and young platinum nerd could not understand this power. So he fought another battle he had been bested by, God of War Ragnarok. After maybe 3 attempts, that bitch Nah fell and Platinum 113 was down. Remembering the tales of Icarus, he left it there, but I think little Platinum nerd has more adventures like this. Anyway, so I got those 3, so that's nice. Then we move on to NBA 2K24. Never again, nope, never. This game broke my soul, nearly overheated my PS5 many times, nearly got my hand broken from the amount I slammed my desk, nearly, most likely got me arrested because of how much I was yelling obscenities and threats to these poor pixels. Anyway, a huge shout out to Sushi for suffering through this shit with me, otherwise I'd still be stuck playing the WNBA. Crazy. I've gone on far too long, so enjoy the sun, enjoy life, and don't get arrested. See ya. Good month though overall, Josh. Very, very nice, and it was great to see you go back and clean up some of these things that have caused you lots of pain and become memes now in the server. Love to see it.
So we've got John's here. 2 steps closer to the Star Wars franchise completion. Outlaws underrated as hell. Jedi Survivor truly goated. Also cleaned up the AC4 MP and DLCs.
Very nice, John's here. Love that. So we have Stephen up next. Another month down. Another couple of cleanups. This time solely in my VR2, but time that thing seen some more use. What's going on here? About time that thing had some more use. So we've got Platinum 100%, so Cactus Cowboy, the 100% game. You play as a cactus in a war against the bugs. Not a hard game, worst part is the 36 medals you have to collect. As they don't track which ones you have, and they have random spawn each level. Luckily you can find them on the last level of the game, one at a time, which I did 16 times. And then we've got Kayak VR, the Platinum. Visually nice game where you kayak around 4 locations, completing races on spotting different animals and things for trophies. This game made me motion sick, which is why it took 10 months. Motivated only by it leaving premium. The 100 kilometers trophy is a grind, as you can do all the other trophies in 20 kilometers total if you want. And even doing every race in the game won't get you to 100, so you're stuck just grinding for a few hours. Sounds a bit like Lego 2K Drive.
You would hate that in VR. You would be ill.
It's funny. I've just been talking to Potty about it, and he mentioned a VR, and although it's not something we could afford right now, I said I don't think I would ever buy one because I generally do get quite sick sometimes, even just like in a car, So this would. I'd have it on for 5 minutes and then I'd probably puke, to be fair. So yeah, I don't think I would ever get one.
Then we have the Red Black.
Sorry, and well done, Stephen. Great month, by the way.
Sorry, got distracted. The Red Black, and with June sadly over, let's rewind my progresses so far. Adventure Time Pirates of Enchiridion. As already mentioned in May, I just a couple of trophies left. Very chill game that made possible to start my still ongoing ladder challenge. This month I only got 1 out of 10 and 2 out of 10, so let's check them. The Wolf Among Us, probably the best Telltale I've played up to now. Loved every single second of it. I couldn't ask for a better start. And then the 2 out of 10, Lego City Undercover, initially started for my alphabet challenge. I decided to recycle it here instead. At first I moved slowly because of the boredom, but the more I played, the more I got invested into it. Stay tuned, in July will come either 1, 2 or all 3 of the incorporated games. My gosh.
Nice. So yeah, we can see the incompleted games there, guys.
Incorporated, where did that come from?
We all know what you meant.
Incompleted.
So yeah, GTA 3, AC3, which is the worst one, Ninja, just getting that out there again. Definitely is, I'm sure everyone agrees with me. Team Sonic Racing.
Wait, so who's this?
This is the Red Black 23. I'm not sure.
It's because you said Ninja. That's what confused me, because they change the names all the time. You confused me.
Yeah, we were on chat the other night and Ninja was being Ninja.
Don't confuse me.
Having some of the craziest takes ever. Like AC3 is a good game, and Batman Arkham Asylum's worse than Gotham Knights. Come on, man. What are we doing?
Anyway,
he likes
nice month.
He likes Horizon though.
Nice month. Well done.
Very nice month. So we've got Marie up next. So for Platinum 191, Elden Ring Night Rain. This game is incredibly fun. A roguelite version of Elden Ring basically, but plays so differently. Loved it, but I wouldn't consider it a masterpiece yet. Maybe in the future after some updates. Also did some runs with Bottyfish and Ninja. Nice. And then for the 7 out of 10 on the ladder, Marie's done 9 souls. This game is this close to being a masterpiece, only being held back by one boss and the lack of some enemy variety. The combat is similar to Sekiro, but in a 2D Metroidvania, Chinese cyberpunk setting. In other words, freaking amazing. The main boss is incredible, except that one twin boss, with the final boss being one of the hardest bosses I've ever fought. Wow. Great level design and something I didn't expect, but the writing and story is so good. The characters are extremely well written. I also really loved how some story parts, mainly the boss's introductions, were presented in like a manga panel style. So cool. My favourite Metroidvania I've played so far. There you go, Hollow Knight fans. Here's your Silk Song. And then up next we've got Disney Dreamlight Valley. Awesome. Oh, finally finished. Started this in hopes it gives me the same feeling as Animal Crossing, but it became boring already after the first couple of hours, honestly. Not even ultra rare anymore. Is it not? Wow. And then we've got Infinity Nikki, which I know is a long one as well. Look at that. Oh, wow. 2 out of 10, but 300 hours. Wow. Actual fun, free gacha game that is basically an open world dress to impress game. Nice. Very, very nice. Great month, Marie. Well done.
And then we have Wes. Zenless Zone Zero. Wow, that's a mouthful. 200 plus and ongoing. Enjoyment 9 out of 10. Great game, great combat, and a great story. I enjoyed this way more than I expected. Like, I was actually invested in the story, hence why my hours are so high. Can't forget, also love the soundtracks. Outside of that, I do have to say the story combat missions are pretty short, and the enemies you fight are kind of easy. Gacha?
Yeah.
Sucks. I most definitely did not spend any money, maybe. And lastly, the main hub areas are pretty neat with a decent amount of stuff to do. Anyhow, I did not expect much from this game, but here I am. Elden Ring Night Rain, 39 hours, enjoyment 6 out of 10. This was something I guess, honestly, don't have much to say, I think, about the game. Game is fine, but really needs some balancing, and the amount of RNG needed for a lot of the trophies is pretty nuts. From also needs to stop making dragon fights. Like, all they do is look cool and fly around the arena 24/7. Adele, gaping jaw, needs to stop moving it for like 1 second, and boss HP needs to at least be dropped by 5% for 3-player multiplayer. My gosh, this is a mouthful. Well, I said I did not have much to say about this game, but it's still a decent amount of stuff. Anyhow, Soulsborne recomplete.
Nice.
Trinity Universe is my 4th ladder game, but it's currently work in progress, so I won't give my review about it yet. Well, that's it for the month. I'm waiting for a Miyabi rerun before getting the final trophies for Zenless Zone Zero. Have a great day. Super Meat Boy when, Geoff?
I've got a perfect excuse this time. The ladder challenge. See, if it wasn't for the ladder challenge, I would have done it. It's got in the way. It took up a lot of time. Done some difficult games. It's this year. It's on my goals list. I'm gonna try and do it this year.
Before the baby.
Yeah, before the baby. I definitely won't be able to do it after that.
No, because I will murder you if you wake that baby up screaming at that.
Yeah, very well done, Wes, as always. Great little month there, bud. So, try that again. I went to speak and there was just nothing came out. So we've got Cat Lord up next. My June, pretty chill. Glad Squadrons is over. So we've got Star Wars Jedi Survivor, nice. Star Wars Squadrons, which, for that juicy 0.54%, very nice. A year, 10 months, well done, Cat Lord. And then Bioshock and Bioshock 2.
I like Oh, it's me. So we got McCann.
Like fell asleep. It's me. Well, I was like, unless it was someone else coming in. Is it their turn?
Okay, it's your goal. Where are you? No, can't find him. So June gets me another plat and 100%. So we've got Final Fantasy VI. Fantastic game, loved every minute, and the music was just so beautiful. Personally, I hold this game and Final Fantasy IV. Can't do my Roman numerals anymore. Highest amongst the Pixel remasters, and would recommend for anyone who might be interested. 100% on Mass Effect Legendary Edition. This has been a long time coming as I completed the Platinums and 2/3 of the Insanity, 2 out of 3 Insanity runs back in 2022. But always struggled with the Mass Effect 2. Thanks to the amazing support from Stephen.
Yes.
It's been a while. That's what I'm going with. Every time I look at the name, I'm like, I know it, and it's not coming back. Anyway, Stephen and Mystica. I finally got through and now have a full 100% on my favourite trilogy.
Amazing.
Nice.
Well done, McCann. Love that. So we have got Cage Okazaki next. 4 platinum trophies for June 25. First game, Mafia. After only playing Mafia 2, I decided to see if OG Mafia was as good as everyone made it out to be. And of course, they were right. Best story. Though that race and classic mode can go to hell, it took me, no joke, 5 hours to beat before I could beat it. And I only managed to beat it thanks to a guide on YouTube. Honestly, it's this race. I think people are trying to drive it like it's a modern Formula 1 car. You've got to remember your drive. I forget when it's set, but it's like a 1940s bucket with tyres on it that have been taken from a bike. They're so skinny, so you don't get the same grip and things like that. I think if you just kind of take your time with it, instead of thinking you can go pedal to the metal around corners, it's honestly not so bad. That was platinum number 60. Platinum number 61 was Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, my first Wolfenstein game. Funny thing, I didn't know there was a glitch where you just played the last level on Uber to beat Uber difficulty. So I played through everything, all levels on Uber. At least you've done it, legit. That's something. But I only struggled twice to the point of frustration. But I did it in the good game and can't wait to do the other 2 games. However, the score challenges and person made those trophies can go burn. Wow.
In hell.
In hell, yeah.
Or in a fire. No, can go burn in a fire, yeah.
Yeah. Platinum number 62 was Mass Effect, and nothing to say other than a classic, yeah. Platinum 63 was Mass Effect 2, the best story in the series, but the only thing I disliked was the resources gathering. It made the game feel so slow for me, but I currently I'm doing Insane Run 2 before going to Mass Effect 3, and that's my month. Good luck to everyone next month, and keep the grind coming.
Nice.
Very nice month, Cage. Love that. Very good indeed.
I've got some Thor Frog.
Some Thor Frog.
Okay.
He's not a random pleb anymore.
Do you know what? I was thinking it must be the same. So 4 platinums and do 100% this month. Oh, but I miss some random pleb. A platinum and 100% 292 Battlefield 4.
Yeah, platinum 292. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't computing in my brain because now I've looked down. It makes loads of sense. Right, so platinum and 100% for Battlefield 4, and that's number 292. So massive cleanup, 9 year in the making. Big thanks to the Kings, Craig and Josh, for their multiplayer boosting. Then we've got Lone Survivor, platinum done for Ladder Challenge, weird little survivor horror game. I was not a fan. Then we've got Edna and Harvey's New Eyes, fun little horror point and click game I did, great sense of humour. Then Railway Empire, this was meant to be my 300, but I accidentally popped it when doing DLC.
Yeah, you can't say that. We're monetized now, guys.
Love trains and train games. And then 100% on Crash Bandicoot Warped. Finally went back and did the DLC for this game. Also, big shout out to my Railway Empire addiction for screwing me over on the Madden 21 Platinum. Good luck and good hunting for this month, the month of my birth. Happy
month of your birth.
Happy birthday for whenever it lands this month. My word.
I love it. No, very nice.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Boats are honking.
So we've got Subite 77. Oh, Platinum 24 Fortnite. Wow. Very nice. 5 years ago, I looked at the trophy list of Fortnite and immediately thought, nah, never happening. Well, 5 years later, yeah, I got this. The highlight of the Platinum experience was definitely the people I've met along the way. I couldn't tell you exactly how many hours this took, as I've played a lot of Fortnite, Battle Royale and Save the World casually. I've never played, so it took me a second, casually without intending to go for any of the Platinum trophies, but when I finally did go for it, I had an advantage because I already made some decent progress on some grindy trophies. My guess is probably 400 hours since April 25. What? Wow. After I got the Talented Builder trophy for building 500,000 structures and started grinding the Plays Well with Others trophy for playing 1,000 Play with Others mission alongside World Explorer for exploring 1,500 zones, calling this Platinum experience a grind or even a massive grind is an understatement. It is truly depressing, and in my opinion, even after having achieved the Platinum trophy, it's not worth it at all. Yes, it felt good to finally get the Platinum, but it's a huge time waster, as I have much better games with much better Platinum experiences in my library I could play over the course of the 2 months of this grind. Needless to say, this will be my rarest Platinum coming at 0.37 and will be the rarest for a long time. Get me off this game. No, honestly, very, very well done though. Unbelievable. Yeah, great work. Love that.
And then we've got Alex. Hello folks, not much done this because of the game below. So Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus, 10 out of 10. Difficulty on the ladder, which we all know he has completed and won. So it was experience playing through this, as I knew mine Leben would be the ultimate test, and truly it was. Can't register exactly how many times I died, but it was a lot. Died on the last level 5 times, which was very frustrating. Once I got it, probably most satisfying achievement in some time. Did the DLCs as well, they were great as well, nowhere near as brutal as the main game. Then 100% for Call of Duty Black Ops 4, DLC were a ball. Playing zombies is just not fun. Glad to be done, unfortunately there. Still other COD zombies I need to finish though. I know the 9 were from the last month, but here are the games from 1 to 10. Overall, the ladder challenge was great. Playing games I didn't think I would. Looking forward to future challenges. Good luck for everyone on the ladder challenge, ladder and games in general. Sorry, I can't read today.
It's all good.
Absolutely smashed it though, Ryan. Well done.
Yeah, you really have, bud. Absolutely incredible. Hopefully I can join you soon, bud. So we got the legend Mr. Stobbs up next. Being off work for 2 weeks means I've been able to make a dent in the backlog. It's nice as well. So just before we'd done the ladder challenge, Mr. Stobbs was doing his own just by himself. So it's nice to see him now, you know, playing more games again. Rather than, I know you've grinded out like Crash 4 for the 9, Wolf 2 for his 10. So yeah, back to playing other games. Being off work for 2 weeks means I've been able to make a dent in the backlog. So we've got Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which I really want to play. Currently my game of the year by a mile. Incredible gameplay. I don't usually pay attention to the music in games, but this game was just a masterpiece. Yeah, literally my TikTok is riddled with the Renoir soundtrack, that battle. You know, I won't say anything for people who are getting into it, but it's just, yeah, pretty good. I think maybe people are going a bit far with saying it's the best song ever. It's not One Winged Angel, in my opinion, but
is this the one you were telling me?
But it's obviously very, very good. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, pretty tingly when you listen to it. And I haven't actually played the game. I imagine if you're playing it with a headset on and things, it would be even better. I'm just watching it on, you know, my phone, but yeah, look forward to playing. Bug Snacks up next. Started it 4 years ago, but wasn't sure about it. Tried it again and actually really enjoyed it. Fairly short but fun. Saints Row 4 re-elected, another 4-year cleanup. Love the Saints Row series. 1 and 2 remastered would be incredible. The next games were all achieved since the 22nd of June for my most recent challenge. So 100% for Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Fun game in the Far Cry series, not too long, hoping to get most of this series on the profile. We've got a platinum for Sherlock Holmes. Crimes and Punishments, love these types of games. Investigate murders, find clues and puzzle it all together. Yeah, you'd enjoy that. We've got 100% of Little Nightmares, really good platform puzzle game. Shame no platinum trophy for this version or the enhanced. Looking forward to Little Nightmares 3. And then we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants Unleashed. I enjoyed the first few hours of this game. hack and slash 3D adventure game. Unfortunately, it got a bit samey and fun started to wear off. I did get fastest achiever for it though. Awesome. We've got Life is Strange. Wow. Been on the backlog for a long time. Glad to start the series off and hope to have them all on the profile soon. Got Corner for the 160th. Fun short mystery horror type game. Another game where we are solving a murder. Cat Quest 3. Cat Quest 1 and 2 with way less caves. And Platinum 162 Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. Really good game. Can still hear the voices in my head. I hear voices in my head. I had to do it. This doesn't include a game I started on the 30th and finished during a 30-hour stream.
Wow.
I'm away to rest now. I don't blame you, bud. Don't blame you at all. Very well done, Mr. Stobbs. Love it.
Then we have Mike the Dyson Vacuum.
What a name. I love it.
Only one platinum this month, and that was Dragon Age the Veilguard. Had tons of fun with this one and liked the story. And I could have gotten the platinum on Indiana Jones and made the Great Circle, but collectibles trophy glitched, so I was very bummed about that. Man. That is rubbish.
That's shocking. Hopefully you get it sorted. You may have done since posting this, I don't know. Hopefully you've got it sorted. Up next, we've got Rushy, Aliens Fireteam Backlog. This game was brilliant. I played this with Craig and it was a ton of fun. We were originally a 3, but our third had so many issues and backed out, making this a bit harder as we had to rely on good randoms for some of the missions. The game is very grindy and the difficulties don't stack, but when the game is this fun, I don't care. PS4 stack to do next year. I'm glad I made this my 350th.
Is that the one you played?
Yeah, with Mark and Ray. Really good game. Lots of fun. Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. I normally hold back to avoid Jeffrey getting a slap on the wrist by YouTube, but holy, this game is dog poop. It's a buggy mess. Don't listen to the guide of one playthrough because you'll most likely need 2+ due to issues. Sometimes NPCs won't spawn when they should for the side missions. If you buy all the guns, the trophy can bug and not pop. Avoid this game and play something half decent because the trophies ruin this game. It runs like crap, which is such a shame.
That's
the
still a bad word.
Combat isn't that bad. This is true. To be fair, I said that further back. It's all good. Enslaved Cleanup. This was one of my favourite games I played on the PS3 back in the day, and going back to it was such a great experience as I'd forgotten half the story. While this game is a lot of fun and highly recommend for any of you who have somehow not played it, the plot is pretty simple, just a few tedious bits like collecting 1,600 collectible orbs, which isn't as bad as it sounds. Still one of the best PS3 games to date I've ever played. Sadly the DLC is delisted, so I can't get the 100% remake when. Wow. And then we've got Rainbow Six Siege Cleanup. Oh, deep breath. I think it was B4 who said they have changed the trophies for this again, so I had a look and saw now I was just missed 5 flawless wins and play on 10 different maps, so downloaded it after many games of teammates shooting each other, not playing or just generally god awful. Got this done in 24 hours. I don't know why they've changed the trophies so many times, but I'm glad they to have it platted. That's now all Tom Clancy games platted on the account. Very nice. Sniper Elite 3 cleanup. Most of the horsemen had this game on their list to clean up, so we decided to do it. The game hasn't aged well, so it doesn't look or play brilliantly, especially as I'd done Sniper Elite 4 only last year, which was a lot better. Boosted the multiplayer with Craig and Tim, and authentic difficulty with Tim, which wasn't bad at all. Sadly, game was delisted and nowhere to get the 100%, but 60 trophies cleaned up is still a good return. Now just waiting for the boys to cave so we can do Sniper Elite 5 next. Monster Supercross 2, I bought this a while back whilst I was doing the first one, and gotta say this one was a grind. By the time you've done all the trophies, you're around like 38. I need to get to level 100 and have 100 podiums, so it's about 6 to 8 hours of driving around in a circle on a custom map for wins and podiums. Or on the servers, half the time you can't connect to for you to be able to play the custom community map to speed it up, so that's fun. Bland experience, and I still have the third one to play, which has put me off. And then we're finishing things off with Saints Row. Decided to jump in as I knew this is the last I needed for the series completion, and got to say I was surprised. A lot of people have slammed this game, but honestly, whilst the story is garbage, the gameplay was actually alright. The characters are forgettable and it is buggy. I didn't play anything co-op, and when I was 2 challenges away from the last perk, all my challenges that I had 1 or 2 parts done stopped tracking, which was annoying, but got it done. I'll say it's not as bad as it was made out to be, but just a shame the series ended on this one. Yeah, I probably will give it a go myself, because I've never played a Saints Row game, and it's a shame that will be my first experience of one, but yeah, we'll see what it's like. Yeah, very, very nice, Rushy. Great month, as always, bud.
That's my initials.
Oh.
Next to Ninja's name.
It certainly is. Hopefully not for much longer.
What is it?
I actually don't know. I'm not too sure. What is it?
By the way, I've just realised that nearly everybody has normal names now.
Yeah, they're probably going to change it to something crazy. I'm just waiting for what this next batch of crazy names is.
Because they're normally ready for the next monthly. I haven't done it this time.
I'm still waiting for everyone to change their name to names from the Black and Orange website.
Oh. So anyway, moving on to Ninja. To the surprise of absolutely no one here, here's another terrible month from me. Just provides more evidence to prove the retirement doubt is wrong. Elden Ring, Night Rain, started the month of playing absolute peak. Was weary going in due to it being a bit of a shift from regular Souls games. It was a bit meh at first. Once it's clicked, oh my goodness, this game is amazing. Sorry, that's my not allowed to say oh my god in front of Christian friends at work.
Oh dear.
So it's just automatic. I was addicted to it. It was a breath of fresh air, and I genuinely can't remember the last time I had such a good time with games before this one came along. Can't sing its praises enough. Huge shout out to Marie for the carries. It was fun getting to play with someone new. MXG Motocross.
Yeah, Motocross. Yeah, GP.
Was blackmailed into starting this to do with the multiplayer trophies with the wifey a few months ago, so went back to clean up the SP whilst waiting for Death Stranding 2 to release. It was pretty fun overall, and thankfully the PSNP guide was wrong. No surprises there. In regards to one of the trophies, meaning I didn't need to play 10 seasons and instead only 1.5. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Not much to say here, just an idle game I've been working on for just over a year. Finally managed to get it finished up and can move on to the next one. Elden Ring Night Rain PS4 was having withdrawal symptoms, so started the PS4 stack and ended up getting in to Plat 2. Once again, thanks to Marie for playing with me. Cookie Clicker, this was supposed to be my next long-term idle game, but not long after I started it, a patch dropped that enabled debug mode. Since the rarity shot right up, there was no point doing it legit, so I just debugged to get it done and out of the way. And then Cookie Clicker PS5, pretty much the same as above, just got it done and out of the way. I'll need to try and find a replacement idle game now, so I'm open to suggestions. Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. My 2023 Game of the Year winner makes a return for the DLC cleanup. Was very quickly reminded why I love this game so much upon returning to it, and look forward to doing the second stack at some point. Anarchy Rush Hour PS3. They should have called this Anarchy Grind for Hours. Best way to describe this is we have a burnout at home. Another game I was blackmailed into doing, the multiplayer with wifey. The multiplayer was pretty fun, gameplay was decent too. Would have been an overall really fun time, but for some reason they put in a really long grind at the end of the... What's SP?
Single player.
Well that would make complete sense. I don't know why I didn't realise that. The story only takes about like 5 to 6 hours, and by the time you finish you have like 300k saved up. You need 15 million to buy all cars. That's a big difference. And each race only gives you 50k for a win. The grind took me best part of 3 days to get through and really soured the experience by the end. I am not surprised. Only other thing of note to happen this month was me deciding to brave the voice chat because Craig was there to protect me, only for him to leave 2 minutes after I joined. I was terrified the whole time. It's
funny, so I was just about to mention the party chat actually before you touched on it anyway, so I was going to say it's been great to have you in there and finally getting to speak to you properly. Yeah, it's been good. Some shocking opinions, but it's been nice chatting. I look forward to many more chats. But yeah, very well done. Great nice. Month, Ninja. Love that. So Hurricane up next. Hello, finally posting again. 4 platinums this month. 20th Century Beauties, another free-to-play puzzle game. The Wolf Among Us, first game for the Ladder Challenge done. It's a great game. Also, let me take Snow White out for a cup of coffee. And you're welcome, by the way. Kitten Island, fun short, under 1 hour game. Poppy time, eat and poop. That's all you do. Also, running to poop slows you down. Wow. Have a wonderful month, everyone, and congratulations on the bun in the oven.
Thanks.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, nice little month. Love that.
And then we've got MZ. Bugs. What is this?
I'm going to have to figure this out after.
5 flats and 1 DLC cleanup. Snow Runner, a fun off-roading physics game where you can deliver the materials to job sites. It can be a major grind if playing solo, but can be done in 4-player co-op. Played at least 80% with a friend and had lots of fun. Helldivers 2 did this with a friend group and had a hell of a good time. Hey. Definitely enjoyed it more than the first Helldivers. What was that?
That's me playing something. I don't know what that was.
Okay. We've got Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, the Minecraft PS5 and Minecraft PS4 100%. Of course, it was just a singular trophy. July will be just as active, so be ready. Congrats to everyone for their awesome June progress.
Awesome. Well then, MZ. So we've got Krish up next. June was a busy month for me with just 2 plats and 3 DLC cleanups. Marvel Spider-Man 2, what to say, what's not already said. Peak gaming, enjoyed it so much. See, Dave? Do you see what we're talking about? Oh, 100% money DLC cleanup. Cleaned up the DLC for both the stacks. It was pretty good. The shark shooting laser beams out of its mouth is so satisfying. I do agree. We've got COD Advanced Warfare on the PS3 for your 166th. This has to be the easiest COD Platinum. It's got an amazing story and it looks pretty decent on the PS3. We'll clean up the DLC when it's on sale. We've got Batman Arkham Origins DLC cleanup. Finally got this DLC and cleaned it up. I think it's an 11-year-old cleanup, except Arkham Origins, Blackgate, all Arkham games are now complete. Awesome, that's it from me, and congrats to everyone for their amazing plats.
Nice.
Very nice.
Stephen! Being too busy or unmotivated to game, so June has been lackluster. Platinum 79 Mass Effect 2, amazing game. Thank you to McCann for all the tips and tricks, and patience for my hate towards
I forgot how it said.
Sions,
yes, I think it's Sions.
Can't wait for the final game. And then Platinum 80 Siphon Filter 2. Siphon Filter 2. Childhood game, has not aged well at all. Quirky in its own way, only recommended if you're into games in this time period.
Yeah, it's one of the classics from PS1. Yeah, fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, well done, Stephen. So we've got David up next. All the plats I got in June. Okay, let's go. Wait a minute, only 3 plats, huh? Yeah, just 3. But it's quality over quantity most times. So number 1, we've got Onimusha 2 PS4 remaster, a Capcom classic. It's like Resident Evil with swords, easy plat but not a fun one. Took me like 7 playthroughs. We've got Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, the hardest Ninja Gaiden from the Master Collection and one of the hardest plats I've ever got. I lost a lot of hair. Was it worth it? Yes. I love Ninja Gaiden. Is it Gaiden or Gaiden? I'm not sure. And can't wait for the next one. I'm ready to lose the rest of my hair. Wow. Solstice on the PS5. No, it's not a Souls-like game, thank God. It's a hack and slash game. I would say Hidden Gem. Feels like a DMC game. You want to plat this game? Then get stylish, because this one was a good challenge. Well, that's it for June until July with some Peppa Pig plats. More Ninja Gaiden plats. I like that. Very, very well done. And then we're finishing off with
Gaz. Just the 1 plat in June, but it was my first PSVR 2 plat. C-Smash VRS, for futuristic cross between squash and pong. Well worth checking out for those who have the headset. Nice rarity on it too at 9.22%.
Awesome.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Love that. Yeah, some cracking months from people as per. Who did I think is going to win? We'll have to
we have to do that as well, don't we?
Totally
It's
forgot
only been
about
1 month.
I know, it's kind of like you're talking like you haven't done it for a year or something. Yeah, we'll have a little chat about because there's so many in there that actually stood out to me. So we'll have a little chat. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. You know, if you stayed till the end, we really appreciate it, guys. So make sure you smash that like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't already.
Don't smash your computers and laptops and phones and TVs.
Just absolutely smash it to pieces.
We do not condone this kind of violence. YouTube adverts. Shh.
But yeah, honestly, guys, hope you've enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and keep on keeping on.